Hey guys, welcome back to the Jeep series of the Rusty Beauties channel, and we're back on the Jeep after a small break, maybe 2 months break, because as some of you may know, I had to move my residency. I moved from one house to another, and I had lots of work to do at home. I had to set up a new garage. Actually, that's my first garage. I never had a garage before. This here is my workplace, and this is where I've been doing most of my work, or all of my work until now. But now it's about time to start moving stuff to my garage. That's why I haven't done a lot of work lately on the Jeep, and it's been waiting. But now, since today is January 12th, 2021, and the government just issued a stay-at-home order for non-essential workers. So just in case, I wanted to bring my Jeep at home before the restrictions take place, which is 2 days from now, January 14th. So I have to figure out how to move the Jeep before it's finished and finish it home, because if I stay home for a few weeks, I'd like to have this with me. In the previous videos on this, you know that I completed 3 of the corners of the frame. So now they just need to be assembled, and I'm not even gonna assemble it completely. I'm not gonna install new bushings or anything now. I have the new bushings, but I'm gonna do that at home. Now I'm just gonna put the old bushings here with the bolts. The other one is even assembled already with the old bushings. So the front end is pretty easy. Just the steering box needs to be mounted. The sway bar is dropped down, which I'm not even sure if I'm gonna mount it now, because I know that one of the mounts is broken here, so I might just leave that for now. Anyways, we're gonna just assemble the shackles for the rear end. The same for one side. This side we just need to put the shackle on again with the old bushings if I find them. If not, we might need to put the new ones. And the only problem that we have is with this corner, because there's nothing that we can mount the spring to. So what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cut a piece of 2x4. I'm gonna put it here just to put the spring, just to hold the spring down, and that's how it's gonna go. Of course, it's gonna be on a trailer, so just the axle needs to be able to support the frame here, and that's how we're gonna do it, with a piece of 2x4. Anyway, so that's the idea. Tomorrow I'm gonna bring a trailer, and with the help of Chef Tash, my friend David, we're gonna have to figure out how to move it. Actually, here I don't even need much help, because I have the overhead crane, so that is helpful. We're gonna load it easy on the trailer. Just at home, David is gonna have to come and help me unload it at home. That's the idea. It's not done yet, but we're gonna have to move it in order to get it done. And in order to move it, we're gonna have to assemble it partially. All right, the front end is more or less assembled, just temporarily, like I said, because everything needs to come apart again, because it needs to be painted, springs needs to be changed, bushing needs to be changed, shocks need to be changed. So just temporarily, but the steering box is mounted here, and with these bolts, the bracket is underneath and it's holding it. The sway bar is not mounted, like you see. This bracket is broken, the other one I didn't even look at. So that's how it's gonna be. We're gonna put the wheels in the front and we're done. And now the rear end is assembled too, at this side. And on the other side, what I did is I just shoved this piece of wood there, and it's not going anywhere. That's nice and solid there. It's not going anywhere. And it's gonna be on the trailer. I'm not driving it, so it will be perfectly safe. So I'm gonna install the wheels, and then we're gonna have to take all the leftover of this frame repair kit from Tabo Customs, We're gonna have to throw some tools in it, and the gas tank we shouldn't forget, and some other stuff, because once we leave tomorrow we might not be able to come back for a month, and it would suck if we forget something here. All these plastic will go on the back of my truck, and yeah, we're almost done here for tonight. All right, she's packed up. All the parts from there are I just threw them inside, and yeah, she just needs to be taken off the jack stands. But I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and we're ready to go. That's gonna be it for tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna bring a trailer and we're gonna keep going. All right, we made it to the Rusty Beauties garage. Is it bright? It is bright. And we have a zombie. A zombie came to help us. David is here to help, so we're gonna have to unload it, and it's gonna come here in the Rusty Beauties shop.
Jacob, you're gonna help push, right?
Are you gonna help?
We're gonna put you on the front, okay? I'll pull from the back, you push from the front.
You know I'm 5.
Yeah, I know you're 5.
One tail
What's
light
your
came on somehow.
Right. That's good.
Tail light is still on. Anyway, so the first Rusty Beauty, well, the first Rusty Beauty after the first Rusty Beauty is home. She's in. We have to turn off the light somehow. I think that might be the brake.
I think you need to have me sitting in the driver's seat to level it out a bit.
This side I have a 2x4 here,
Oh.
because the frame is still not fixed here, so I put the 2x4 between the spring and the frame. That's why it's sitting like that.
That's the poor man in that lift kit.
Yeah. Anyway, so thank you. We gotta pack up the trailer, go return it. That's Les's trailer, so thank you, Les. Thank you, David. All right, it's the day after, and I was so happy that I had the Jeep here. I couldn't wait to start working on it, finish the rear corner here, then the cross members around the gas tank that we need to finish, and start assembling it actually. But unfortunately, we have a problem with our daily driver. I have a Ford F-150, it's outside, and it started making weird noises, some weird noises from the front left hub. I guess it's a bearing or something. So we have to bring that inside and see what's wrong with it. But the thing is, we don't have any more room in the garage, so we have to take this out again. And I'm here on my own, so I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to push it out. Actually, I'm gonna be able to push it out because it's in front of the garage. There's a little incline, so it's gonna be easy to push it out, but it's not gonna be possible to bring it back in on my own. So what if I drive this out instead of pushing it? And to make it drive, the only problem I have here right now is the gas tank. The gas tank is taken out. So I don't know, maybe it's an option to put the gas tank just temporarily and then take it out again. So that's the idea, guys. Instead of start working on it, we're gonna have to push it out. But before we do anything, I think we should organize the shop a little bit because it's a mess all over the place. So we need to organize it a little bit, empty the parts from the Jeep. It's full of parts inside. I have boxes and stuff inside of these are the springs, I believe, the shocks. Anyways, so that's what we're gonna do. Let me clean up a little bit and we're gonna start from there. All right, it may not look like it, but the garage is a little bit more organized, especially here. The bench I cleaned up and I took all the parts out of the Jeep. So now I have access here to my access hole. Well, I have access to the access hole. So yeah, I think the easiest way is to put the gas tank underneath and temporarily just maybe ratchet strap it. I was worried about the filler because I might need a second person to help me here, but I think I'm gonna be able to fit it. Let's try it. Okay, well, that didn't take that long. Oh, that was my head. It was good. But before we attempt to start it and move it out, there's something else I want to address, and that's the starter. So if you remember a few videos ago, we fixed this connection here. The cable snapped from the ring terminal and I replaced it and it worked well. But the problem was here. We snapped the terminal for on the solenoid where the little wire from the ignition switch was coming and actuating the solenoid. If you remember, we snapped this and then I made some other ways here to connect it, but it didn't but it was giving me troubles all the time, so I decided that I'm actually gonna change the whole starter and forget about it. It's not that expensive actually. I think it was about 110 bucks Canadian. So we got that. We're gonna keep this one just in case, you know, you never know, we might need to use it again. There's nothing wrong with it. The only wrong thing is this terminal here. Anyways, I'm not gonna take you with me under the car. Just wanted to tell you that we're doing that as well. Alright, the new starter is installed down there in the hole and we are ready to attempt to start her. She hasn't been started in a few months, so I don't know the condition of the battery, but now we're gonna find out together if she's gonna start or not. Let's see. That was fun. She almost started, by the way. Oops. What's with the noise? What's the noise? she starts and she filled up the garage with smoke, so we're gonna open the door. Alright, that's it for the Jeep. Now I have to start with this baby.